hips are falling, that's fine. We'll go to our knees, okay? So we are downward facing dog, shifting forward, lower, and then we top of the feet up and lift. So again, if you feel like when you're doing this, that's okay. We're just gonna drop the knees then. And then when I come up, I lift, okay? We'll do it together, it'll feel easier. But I'll do it one more time. You'll go downward facing dog, fold forward, plank, and lift. Okay, cool. We're gonna do a few of those. So let's go ahead and try all together. Downward facing dog. We're gonna lift our hips up to the sky. Just try to get the feeling. There it is, beautiful. Alrighty. Downward facing dog, hips lift. All right, go ahead, shift to high plank. Shift your weight forward, high plank. Beautiful. All right, keep your hips up, lower, hold. Beautiful. Now flip the toes up and lift the chest. Now lift your hips off the ground. Beautiful. Downward facing dog. Okay. So that's a chaturanga. We'll do a few of those. Do we feel okay with it?
Yes.
All right, awesome. Cool. We can go ahead and come laying all the way down on our back. All right, we go all the way to our back, and I want you to put your feet together. And knees, bring them out wide. Place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Soles of the feet come together. Perfect. Now allowing the knees to feel heavy. Eyes are closed. We're listening to the waves. To move like the waves. We're going to inhale, breathe in. Exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Another one, inhale, wave comes in, we breathe in. Exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Inhale, breathe in, belly rises, chest rises. Exhale, let it go. One last one, deepest one of the day. We inhale, fill the belly, fill the chest. Sip in a little extra at the tippy top. And exhale, we let it go. Now I want you here to breathe through your nose now. Trying to breathe through your nose through the rest of this class. Now take a deep breath in through the nose. Now out through the nose. Try to make that breath a little bit louder as you breathe through the nose. Another one, inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out the nose. Now as class gets a little more intense, I want you to still find this breath through the nose. down. That's okay. Inhale. And exhale. Start to wiggle the fingers. Wiggle the toes. Exhale. On the inhale, start to bring the knees together. Close them like a book. You might need to use your hands to help you get there. Slowly bring the knees in. Now drive the knees to your chest. Pull your knees to your chest. Now grab a hold of your knees and go ahead and rock out the low back. So find a little rocking side to side, little movement. Let's take this movement opposite direction. And now we're going to just rock up to a seat. Come to a seat. All right, legs stick out in front of us. I want your toes to point to the sky. Exhale here. Inhale, hands reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Okay. Now I want you here to don't bend the back. We don't want this. We want flat back, shoulder blades together, and then lean forward. It might make it a little intense. It's okay to have a bend in the knee. If that feels better, we can have a little bend and then slowly work our way out. Hands start to reach forward. I want your belly to come to your thighs. There we go. Beautiful. And reach forward. There it is. Yes. Now drive a little deeper. All right. Now inhale here. See if you can sink a little bit deeper. There you go. You grab your toes. There we go. Now dive. Yeah, there it is. You get it. Exhale, dive. Breathe through. I want you to keep breathing. Even when it gets a little bit hard, when you start to feel it intensify. Inhale here again. If it feels easy, start to straighten out the legs. One more inhale, breathe in. Exhale, get a little deeper. Soften the jaw. Soften the space between your eyes. Exhale. Inhale, go ahead. Come back up. We're gonna take our left foot here, bring it to the inside. Inhale, hands reach high. Exhale, dive forward. Toes flex towards the face. Again, focusing on flattening the back and then driving the chest. We're going to take 3 big breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Last 2. Inhale, exhale, and last one. Inhale, come back up, hands reach back to the sky. Exhale, we're going to take the right hand, reach for the right ankle, left hand up and over. Now I want you to work on twisting the chest open. Hand reaches up and high. couple big breaths here. We find 3, inhale. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Try to pull your bicep towards your ear as we reach up and over. And last one, exhale. Inhale, come right back up. And we're gonna switch out the legs. So we're gonna take the opposite one. Hands can reach high, inhale. Exhale, forward. Toes are flexing, back is straight. My chest is driving down. Last breath. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way up, hands reach high. Exhale, we take the left hand, left ankle. Right hand arm over. Beautiful. Now you can use your left arm to really help twist the chest open. Right hand is reaching up to the sky and then over. Maybe that arm comes near your ear. Last breath. Exhale here. Inhale, come all the way back. All right, we're just gonna take our legs and swing them underneath us and come find tabletop. So our hands are stacked on top of our knees. Start to focus on up our hands, hips and up. Exhale. Inhale here. I want you to drop the belly button down and then pinch your shoulders together. Send your gaze, look forward to the ocean. This is called cow. And you're feeling a stretch in your abdomen. So I really want you to drop the belly, squeeze the shoulders, look forward. Keep breathing. One more inhale. Exhale, cat pose. So I want you to round the spine. Think of yourself as a cat. Pull your chin to your chest. Keep breathing here. We're engaging your shoulders. Our abs. All right, last breath. Inhale here. Exhale. Next inhale back to cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Do this a couple times on your own. Follow your own breath. So as you breathe in, shoulder blades pinch together, chest shines. As you exhale, you round the spine. Just waking up our spine. One more round. So one more inhale, time the chest. One more exhale, push the pelvis under. Inhale, back to tabletop. All right, we're gonna tuck the toes underneath, downward facing dog. Take a couple moments, pedal out the dog. I want you pressing through the L of your hand. So press through your thumb, press through your palm. Now feet can be a little spread apart. And you can have a little bend in the knees. So go ahead and bend your knees a little bit. Beautiful. Now I want you to push away from the mat. So lift breath here. Exhale. Now look forward. Inhale. Exhale. Walk the feet forward, fold. Now I want you here, bend the knees. Allow the head to hang heavy. Knees are bent. Now I want you to sway to one side and then sway to the other. Maybe we straighten one leg and then we straighten the other. Exhale here. Slowly start to come back to neutral, find normal. Start to walk your feet in just a little bit. Exhale. Inhale, we're going to rise up really slow. And I want your head to be the last thing that comes up. We're unraveling our spine. Eyes are heavy here. Hands to your side. Shoulder blades pinched together. Now I want you to squeeze your core. So I want you to feel your belly button go to your spine. Squeezing our core nice and strong. Exhale. Inhale, hands reach. Now take your shoulders and drop them away from the ear. Exhale, let's open up to the right. So we're going to twist our chest open and keep the hips forward. Towards me. This is going to be a lot of core engagement. Squeeze your core. Hips are forward. Chest is open. I'm driving my hips forward. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Hands reach high. Exhale, opposite direction. Now again, we're working on engaging the core. Showing your hips towards the squeeze the belly button in. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Drive it down. Now step the feet back. High plank. Bring your heels over your toes. Inhale. Exhale, mid-plank. Inhale, press back up. High plank. One more. Exhale, mid-plank. Inhale, press back up. High plank. Exhale, downward facing. Alright, let's try our first chaturanga. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, high plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Roll to the toes. You can always drop the knees here. Exhale, downward facing. Alright, we're going to flow this here. Exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, hands reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale, open to the right. Hips are forward, engage the core. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, open left. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. I want you to reach the crown forward. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, we stay. Exhale, chaturanga. We find that mid plank. forward fold, top of the mat. It's okay if it takes a little bit to get there. We meet forward fold, inhale, all the way up, we slowly rise. Hands meet at the top. Exhale, open right. Now try to close your eyes here. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, open left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half plank. Exhale, high plank. We move to the chaturanga. Exhale, mid plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful job. All right, we're gonna go ahead and roll out the right wrist. Roll in the opposite direction now. And roll out the left wrist. Opposite direction now. All right, forward. So downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Round of the head, I want you to reach it forward. Exhale, fold again. All right. Next pose. Inhale, chair pose. Uttanasana. Okay. So I want you to sink your weight into your heels. Maybe lift your toes. My knees are bending deep. Now I want you to be mindful. Don't pop the butt out. I want you to tuck the pelvis in. Squeeze the core. Can you bring your biceps towards your ears? Beautiful. We sink one inch deeper. Exhale. Now, cutting your weight in your left foot. I want you to inhale. Right knee, bring it high. Woo. Nice little balance down. Focus on something that's not moving. Try to bring your knee in line with your hip. Just try not to pop the booty out. Flex your toes. Beautiful. You can stay right here or kick your foot out. Kick your foot out to the ocean. Let's see, balance down. You got it. Here we go. Can we lift 1 inch higher? Inhale here. Exhale. It's okay if we tip all out, but we're going to try to bring the foot back. Step it back to the mat. Woo! We're getting a little more advanced. Beautiful job. All right, here we go. Let's take this stance a little bit wider. Find your balance. I want your back heel on top of your back toe. Beautiful. Now look at your front knee. I want your knee on top of your ankle. I don't want it over. I want it right on top. All right. Sink a little bit deeper. Start to feel that stretch. Inhale, hands reach high. Just like we did earlier. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to open up towards the left hand goes back, right hand forward. Nice little stretch. Back heel is still lifted. Exhale. Inhale, come back up, hands reach center. Exhale, dive the hands down and drop the back knee. All right, here we go. Nice little stretch here. We're going to take our hips and drive them back. So our hips are going to go towards our heels. Now you can start to roll the foot, flex the left toe towards the heel. Just like we worked on earlier, I want to flat back. Chest is driving down. We're going to start to, as we round the back, if we all do it, if we round our back right now, you'll feel the stretch is very intense, right? But if we pop the booty out, reach the shoulders, drive the belly down, you can start to feel it start to heat up. And I want you to breathe into that, okay? We're going to inhale together. Exhale, let it go, side down. go even deeper. I want it to be uncomfy, not painful, just a little uncomfortable. Okay? We're stretching these muscles. We're using our breath. We're breathing into our leg here. Last breath. Here we go. And exhale. Inhale, crawl the hands back forward. Tuck the back toes under. Here we go. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale, finding our chaturanga once again. So we shift forward, high plank, mid plank, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing. Same thing, other leg. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, tiptoe forward, fold, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Next, inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. We drop that booty. We tuck it under. Biceps to the ears. Sinking low. Grounding down through the right foot this time. Exhale. Inhale, we rise up, one-legged mountain. Woo! Find something that's not moving. Flex the toes. Try to avoid popping the butt out. Now we can stay right here, or we can kick that heel. You've got it. Keep breathing. Squeeze your core. Inhale, 1 inch higher. Exhale, take your time. Swing the foot all the way behind you. Woo! Step it long. Beautiful. All right. 90-degree bend. Try to keep the knee on top of the ankle. Back heel, lift it on top of your toes. Beautiful. Lowering that back knee just a little bit to intense punch. Yes, gorgeous. That's it. Exhale, inhale, hands reach high. Exhale, this time right hand behind left hand forward. Hands reach back high. Exhale, drop the back knee down. Woo. Here we go. Untuck the toes, big stretch. Exhale, booty drops back. I want you to flex your toes towards your face. Now, if your hips are swinging out to one side or the other, try to straighten and start to work the chest down, flat, back, shoulders together. That might mean you have to come up a little bit, and then slowly. I want you to breathe into the hips. Here we go. Half boat. Beautiful. High boat. Low. Half. High. Low. Open. Close. Half. Low. High. Low boat. Open the boat. Run the boat. Close the boat. Half boat. High boat. And no boat. There we go. One hand can come back to the heart, one hand back to the belly. Just like we found at the beginning. you to take a big inhale, breathe in. Exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Another inhale, breathe in. Exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Couple more, just until you're feeling your heart rate come back to your normal pace. Go ahead on the next inhale. Let's bring the right knee in. Actually, let's bring both knees in. Let's go ahead and do a reverse tabletop. So both knees are on top of the hips. All right, we're going to take the right leg, kick it to the sky. Exhale, take your right ankle and place it on. There you go, perfect. On a figure four. Now I want you to take your hands and I grab behind the left leg. Now flex your toes. Use your right elbow to help prop open the knee. Diving the chest or the legs towards the chest. Breathing into the legs. Like they are, but take the hands out, practice them out. So bring your arms out to the side. Now I want you to drop your legs over to the left. Find a nice little spinal twist. Jaw to be soft, the eyes to be soft. Shoulders are drooping down. Exhale. Inhale, slowly come bring it back to center. Now we're going to switch now other side. So I'm going to drop my other foot. We're going to come back to reverse tabletop where we started. But this time my other leg kicks up. So for me, my left leg kicks up. And I'm going to figure four. Flex the toes, grab behind the right leg this time. And pull my thigh in. I want to use my elbow to help prop open that left leg. And I want you to see flex toes here. That's going to help project or protect our glutes. And I want it to start to get a little spicy. You're going to feel it a little bit, but use your breath. Deep breaths here. Breathing into your space. Jaw softens. Deepening here. Slowly release the hands. Inhale, practice the arms out just like you did. But this time, exhale, legs drop other way. Final twist. Shoulder blades are melting to the sand. Our knee is getting heavy as it folds over the body. in. And exhale. Go ahead, lay the legs out long. Arms are laying out as well. Take up space. Shoulder blades come slightly together. Let's take one big deep inhale together. We breathe in. Exhale, sigh it out. Eyes are heading to Boston. I'll come get you out of this in a couple minutes. exhale, hands come to heart center. So hands come to a prayer, heart center. You can still be laying on your backs, eyes ahead. Thank you guys so much for taking the time doing a little yoga this morning. We take a big inhale together, breathe in. Exhale, side up.